Yeah, that's nice. If anyone knows the essential oil called Chill Pill, I put some in here. And it smells so good. It really helps chill me out. And maybe it's just because that's what I want it to do. Oh, hi everyone. Hi my loves. Welcome so much. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again today. My name is Morgan. Today is just a silly day, so we're going to do something a little sillier. And just by that, I mean, I wanted to touch on what we addressed in the last video, specifically towards the end of the video. Excuse me. Specifically towards the end of the video, I had pulled a tarot card. I had pulled the card Temperance, which was really about balancing our light and our dark energies, or our light and our shadow. And so last video, we focused on inviting more love into our sphere. And in this video, I want to dive into just exploring maybe the shadow parts of ourselves with a little lantern, so we still have our light with us, and really just dipping our toes in befriending our shadow selves. This is something that I am actively working on right now in this moment as we speak. So I am trying to be a little bit more lighthearted and fun and silly because my insides are feeling a little yucky right now. So as I navigate this video with a little bit of grace, I hope you navigate this meditation I lead you through with a little bit of grace for yourself. So let's get started. I'm going to ground us with this tuning fork. Oh, also, look at this henna that I got over the weekend. How fun. Did you see that squirrel? Great time for grounding, right? I invite you to take some deep breaths into your belly. And just focus on the inhales and the exhales. Again, you could try constricting your throat so you can hear your breath. And that way, it might be easier for you to focus on it. And with every inhale, I invite you to bring some grace into your heart. Imagine that there is a beam of light shining into your heart. And with every exhale, imagine that this beam of light is radiating from your heart now. Wonderful. So, for those of you who have been around, let me finish putting this away. So, for those of you that have been around since my first few videos, in the beginning, I had invited us to imagine a sacred place for us, or a safe space in our mind that we can go to, that we feel most at peace in. It could be a familiar place that you already know. It could be completely fictional of your imagination. It could be fantastical. And this place might not even be of this world, but wherever you feel safe and at peace, and like your spirit guides and spirits might be with you there. So in this meditation, I'm going to have us start in that place and end in that place. And if at any moment you feel what is coming up for you is too much, please venture back into your sacred place. I want this meditation to really just be a practice of compassion, and whatever situation or event or inner side of you that is coming out, whatever that is, maybe let's try and keep it to like a 3 or a 4. It doesn't have to be the big 10 heavy weight that is coming up for us. Just for the purpose of this exercise, I invite us to keep it fairly light for your sake. I will be channeling some love energy and channeling Reiki through this whole process. So I invite you to close your eyes whenever you're ready. Follow your breath again and sink into your sacred space. I'm connecting with your energies now. So as you're in your sacred place, try to notice what you see around you. Are you on a beach? Are you in the forest? Are you by water? Are you in a place unknown to us? Wherever you are, try to identify the sensations that you feel. Is there a wind? What do you smell? What are the temperatures like? What colors do you see? Really begin to befriend this place that you are in. It is part of you, and you are part of it. And I invite you to take a seat in this sacred place and call to mind something that may be troubling you in this moment. It could be as simple as the dishes have piled up in your sink, or there's laundry to be done. Maybe your car is dirty. Maybe your bank account has overdrafted. Whatever it is, I invite you to call it forth into your presence and really allow yourself to feel that energy. As if you're holding a lantern up to the energy itself, where it does not have to hide in the dark anymore, where you can allow it to be seen. Notice how this energy feels inside of you and where you feel that. Does your chest feel warm? Is there a dull ache in your stomach or your chest? Maybe you feel it in your hips. And what sort of thoughts or emotions come up with this? Just recognize what's arising and allow it to be there. It's okay. You don't have to resist this feeling. Allow it to be there. What sort of beliefs are coming up that reflect something about yourself that you might not like? Now I ask you to really investigate with love and compassion. Is this true? Does this mean I am not maybe good enough, stable enough? Really begin to ask yourself, is this true? Am I the situation that I am in? Am I the feelings that I have? And as you investigate this, call on, it could be a helping spirit, a pet, a higher version of yourself. It could be a a person you respect or a family member or loved one, but call on something, someone to nurture you. Sometimes it can be best when it's ourselves, and sometimes it can feel extremely difficult to ask ourselves to nurture. And sometimes it can be extremely difficult to ask ourselves to nurture ourselves. So whatever feels right for you in this moment, call on that. And see if you can offer yourself something. What do you need in this moment? What would be effective for you in sitting with this feeling? You could picture your pet giving you love, a cuddle. You could picture yourself giving you a hug, or a parent, or a guardian figure, a loved one. What do you need? And try to give that to yourself. And now I want you to take this situation and set it aside. Just forget about it for right now. And come back into your sacred place. And feel the warm radiance of the sun or of universal light energy beaming down on you. Feel the warmth as it graces your skin. Feel how it touches you and comforts you. And really allow yourself to embody this unconditional love and light that you are receiving from the universe, from the sun, from source, from creator. Allow yourself to feel it. And as you feel it, recall that situation back into your presence and try to look at it from all angles. Try to see it from the higher perspective that you just embodied. Now see if it still bothers you in the same way, or if it's still igniting this feeling inside of you. And if it is, that's okay. If it's not, see if this is something that you can continue to practice as moments arise. As I said, there will always be moments of light and dark, of shadow and illumination. And it's how we navigate these moments. We can either resist them or allow them to flow. We can either allow ourselves to believe that it is a direct reflection of our worth, or we can simply recognize the lesson and detach ourselves from the outcome. Pain is inevitable suffering is optional. Not all light is visible to the eye. I invite you to remember this as you navigate your daily life. I invite you to navigate your daily life with an air of compassion and grace. Now, as we are coming back into the room around you, imagine roots growing down out of your feet and into the earth, into the core of the earth. And as your feet are rooting into the earth, picture that light emanating into and out of your heart, flowing into and out of your heart. And begin coming back to your breath, just allowing yourself to relax in your breath, with your inhales filled with love and your exhales filled with purity. Your inhales filled with clarity and your exhales filled with abundance. Whenever you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. If your eyes were closed, I invite you to slowly bat your eyelashes open. The shadow doesn't have to be so scary. It can feel very overwhelming when we begin to resist it. And I hope this video has allowed you the opportunity to just welcome the shadow in tandem with your light. Know that they can walk side by side with you. It is not a dichotomy of good or bad or right or wrong. And it's not even a dichotomy of light and dark, as there are different shades within that. So just allow the whole spectrum to be present with you as you navigate your life. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. From my heart to yours. Bye for now.